Kia ora, hello, hi there, and welcome. On today's show, we have that guy. Nope, no, not that guy. We have this guy. And he loves his numbers. But today, he's here to tell us about the moon landings.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
A thought occurred to me. I was watching a video on the way to the moon on Quasi-Luminous's channel, and something struck me very odd, and it's a lot of people are missing it and are not currently talking about it. And it was to do with seeing stars on the moon.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. This isn't going to be another photography one, is it?
Okay. Let's just put aside the arguing whether they did or whether they didn't see stars on the moon.
What? Is there an actual argument from you fuckers about whether or not the astronauts saw stars while they were on the moon? For fuck's sakes.
But let's look at the bigger question. Well, how is there any bigger of a question than stars on the moon? Well,
By bigger, I assume he means dumber.
why are there no pictures of space from the moon?
What the actual fuck? What about these? Yes, I know the camera isn't pointing directly up, and I know you can't see the stars. That's got more to do with the exposure time than anything else, but they are still photographs looking at space from the moon.
I mean, like, let's just put for an example, like, I don't know, just something like this. I'm walking in a forest. I don't know where I am. I need to get a better vantage point to see what's really around me. Well, since the moon is a quarter of the size of the Earth...
What does size of moon have to do with being lost in forest?
And that's what they claim. And you're out in dark, empty space. That's what they claim.
Wow, a comment that done deserves a special kind of response. Dick Dawson, what do you have to say about that?
Anti-flatter, this guy's mind is on vacation, and man is his mouth working overtime. So we started off in a dark forest with the moon, and then all of a sudden we're out in dark, empty space. I have no idea what this fucking moron is going on about, Anti-flatter, but I swear to God, if he keeps it up, my head is gonna explode and make a mess of this fucking room. I wonder if his parents had any children that lived.
Cheers, mate. Hey, do you mind sticking around? I've got a feeling that we're gonna need you some more.
Not having any city lights to drown out the stars, because city lights drown out the stars. That's what they claim.
They don't just claim it. We observe it. Clearly your lazy ass has never left a city in order to view the sky. I'm going to show you two photos. The first one is Mexico City. The second is Tekapo. Do you notice any difference with the skyline?
And when I say they claim, science, scientists. Look it up, Buttercup.
Ladies and gentlemen, a new world record for the ultimate in stupid has now been set. Put your hands together. What an amazing effort. No, idiot. Scientists don't say it. You think some biologist or archaeologist is sitting around talking about the sky? Fuck, are you stupid? They're called astronomers. Say it with me, idiot. Astronomers. One more time, moron. Astronomer. Holy fuck, Anti-flatter. This guy is thicker than shit.
So you know that. So there's no arguing those things. I haven't said anything that's, you know, a lie about what about stars and stuff. That's basically how it works. What we've been told What the average person knows, the average person.
So then, what was with that whole they claim nonsense? Also, just remember, you have just admitted that light pollution is a thing.
And I don't think intelligence is defined by how much you know. It's defined by how much you ask.
Let's turn to the judges for this one. Audience? No! Oh, sorry, incorrect. You see, intelligence, when you're referring to something like intelligence gathering, let's say spies, military police, and so on and so forth, that intelligence is asking questions. Unfortunately for you, that's not the intelligence you're talking about. You're talking about like raw intellect, the ability for the human brain to take in information and have it make sense. And trust me, that is sadly missing from your life, buddy.
To know. A parrot can regurgitate anything that's said to it. A human being couldn't speak a word. Who's smarter?
Well, to quote Qui-Gon Jinn, the ability to speak does not make you intelligent. And in your case, he was right.
Think about that. Let it soak in.
Not a chance, shit for brains. I am not letting anything that comes out of your fucking shit flat mouth soak into my brain. I can only imagine how far of a fall it is from my level in life to yours. Holy fuck.
For your science. And again, back to the moon. Why? Why?
Why what?
So, you know, thinking about the whole idea of the moon and going to the moon. Okay, they say, well, maybe we didn't go. It was a space race, so they fudged the intelligence on it and said that they didn't go, but they for sure went later.
The only people who say that are morons.
Well, if they for sure went later, we'd have tons and tons of video footage on them going for sure later. No, it's not there. Disappeared.
Damn. And to think, we only have these. Oops. Was that all the Apollo missions since 11 that actually made it to the moon?
Like, if this was a court of law...
Oh, we want to talk about law, do we? Well, just a heads up. That MP, okay, that stands for military police.
And there was a jury that was competent. For an example, not the general population.
Oh, come on! This is right from the Daniel Pratt school of no thought and lack of reason. If there was a jury of people of above average intelligence that looked into the moronic crap you were spewing from your knuckle-dragging moronic mouth, that if we could even get them to stop laughing at the bullshit you were spewing, they would instantly look at you, point and laugh, and say, wow, how did evolution not keep this man from being born?
These fuckers would be charged... and they would go to jail.
For what? Advancing science to a point where numbnuts like you can no longer understand it.
But because our population is not competent in a general mass, this is not occurring.
Or maybe, and just maybe, you're a moron.
And the reason it's not occurring is because you're regurgitating information. You're not learning information.
My God, you're giving me a headache with the crap spewing out of that empty skull of yours. You're the one regurgitating crap. It's like I'm listening to somebody who went to the YouTube school of conspiracy bullshit.
Granted, There's truth in things that they say, but there's also lies. And it's to keep you confused and in a state of confusion perpetually.
Okay. The only one sounding confused was that guy that was lost in the forest talking about the size of the moon.
And dumbed down. Whilst the whole time people that are not in the used to be lightness of education, I'm just going to call it like no lights, dead, nothing, emptiness, complete and total fucking emptiness of the brain.
Audience? Yeah! Well done! You have just won the first World Model Feud Award for self-description. I have never heard anyone describe themselves in such a perfect manner. Congratulations!
Because you're just regurgitating information. So, again, all of these trips to the moon, and they can't bring a telescope on the moon to look at the stars. Why is that?
Okay, so the reason for this is...
Why?
I'm trying to explain that.
I want to sound like a broken record because I want to make you think.
And I'm trying to answer because clearly you can't think.
Why are there no pictures and videos of the fucking stars from the motherfucking moon?
Calm down. Jeez, I'm getting there.
Why?
Well, if you calmed it down for a second, I could explain.
Tell me some formula. Fucking talk to me like I'm dumb and then laugh when I ask the question, because that's what a fucking piece of shit fucking no mind regurgitating parrot fucking troll will do. It's not easy to predict what trolls do and say.
No, trolls just say dumb shit, like you.
But this should make their fucktards mind. Their fucktard minds think a minute.
So, anything else before I answer?
You fucktards.
Okay, very poetic. Now, the reason we don't have an observatory on the moon is, firstly, controlling the thermals would be an absolute nightmare. Remember, the moon has 2 weeks of sun and then 2 weeks of night. Directly with the second problem, power. So you have to store enough power for 2 weeks worth of operations, which means either lugging huge batteries, which will weigh a ton, or you've got to go nuclear. And lastly, there's the problem with lunar dust, which will get kicked up by impacts and electrostatically, and that will render your equipment useless. Well now, it seems our man has gotten angry and run away. We will be sure to post a link to this video so he can actually get his answer. Dick, cheers for coming out, mate. Couldn't have done this episode without you.
Anti-Flatter, thank you so much for having me on your show again. It was a great pleasure to be here. You know, if we keep at it, one day we might get these absolute brain-dead baboons to finally listen and learn something. Until that day, let's just keep setting them up and knocking them down.
Again, thanks, mate. It's always nice to know there's a shill nearby if I need one. And guys, if you haven't seen World Model Feud or seen the music that Canadian Thomas brings out, then I do highly recommend you go check him out. Links to both those channels will be in the description. And that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching and making it to the end. If you enjoyed the video, please give it that thumbs up. If you're new here, we really would appreciate a subscription. But until next time, ka kite.
Oh shit, what was in that vodka, man? Where the fuck am I?
Chipmunk, greetings.
Anti-Flatter. What the fuck? Am I still drunk or something? What am I doing, man? What's going on?
Let's just say your work with Dubai is impressive. It's got a lot of people talking.
Ah, that's all cool. We've all got to do our bit against these fucking morons. But that don't answer my question, man.
I want to show you something. I think this will be right up your alley.
That looks like a piece of dog shit I've just scraped off my shoe. What the fuck is that?
It's stupid. And if harnessed correctly, could be limitless stupid.
When the fucking stupid level's that high, it needs putting in a little wooden box, petrol poured all over it, and fucking set fire to.